Adam from Audio Imperia. We're delighted to announce the latest update to Jaeger, our flagship modern hybrid orchestral library. Jaeger has been a go-to for composers looking for a punchy, powerful orchestra and cutting-edge sound design designed to fire up your cinematic scores with dramatic flair. This latest update adds over 4 GB of new sound design and is available via an updated native access. We've added a raft of novel and powerful sounds perfect for your hybrid scoring needs. Included in your update are a brand new epic drum kit, a range of dark and dystopian bends and pads, a plethora of signature sounds perfect for spicing up your tracks with your own unique sonic fingerprint, aggressive and soft shorts for textures and transitions, and a host of otherworldly throat singing effects, guaranteed to add a ton of atmosphere to your tracks. Let's take a look at the new content. Okay, so let's have a little look at the new content inside of this Jaeger update. The first thing I want to look at is this epic drum layer. Now, Jaeger's always been chock full of percussion and hits, but we've gone and added this epic drum kit, and it's in 3 different versions. We've got a type mix, a room mix, and a hall mix. So it's the same kit, but from 3 different perspectives. This is such a great kit for just opening up the sound that's possible with Jaeger. It's got this real lovely thump and energy and this great mid-range energy that's really going to add a lot of different options to what you can do with Jaeger. And I'm just going to play you through some of the hits. So we've got these 2 kicks, the thunder kick, and then we've got this impact kick, which is a little bit more punchy, a little bit more transient. We've got these clicks, a good old-fashioned snare, and then some sticks too. And then finally, we've got these 3 toms, the low, mid, and high toms. So let me just give you a quick playthrough with this kit and show you the kinds of sounds you can get with it. So as you can see, super useful, a really great kit. It's going to expand the options that are available for percussion sound design inside of Jaeger. Let me just show you through the other perspectives we have here. So here's the room mix, and as you might imagine, this is a little bit more roomier, a little bit more expansive, a little bit more mid-range focus, slightly less punch and energy, but still got a ton of aggression to it. Finally, let's just take a quick look at the hall mix. Now, as you might expect, this is an even more expansive perspective. So this really takes in the room very nice and very open, but still that great energetic drum kit sound. This is going to be great as a general workhorse percussion set alongside all of the other great percussion that's already been featured inside of Jaeger. Next, I want to take a look at some of the sound designed bends inside of this library. Now, these bends offer all kinds of different sonic sound design options, are really great as transitions or stops if you're doing hybrid scoring and you want a moment of sort of impact or an interesting sound design transition. And we have a whole bunch of these. They're sampled across the range, so they can be used in multiple different keys as well. I'll give you an idea of just a few of them. So this one's called Echoes of Survival. So as you can hear, really great, really dramatic sound design. I'll show you in a couple of other keys here. And I can access the list at the top here and just show you some of the others that we have here. Let's just take a look at one more. And as usual, inside of our pyramid library, you can use the effects tab here to process these any way you want. So let's just choose a couple of quick options here. Let's put some distortion in, let's put some chorus in, and finally, let's just put some reverb in as well. I'm just going to dial these in really quick. Maybe put a whole on in here, come back, and let's just choose another random one. Let's take Relic and listen to what we have here. So as you can see, this FX tab offers a ton of different options to process these sounds, make them your own, and make them more in keeping with your compositions. Let's now take a look at some of the dark pads. So we have a range of different dark pads here. Again, these can all be processed using the FX tab if you want to make them more your own. And these are sampled across the keyboard again, so you can use them tonally to create interesting sequences. Let's just play a few. Let's start with this one. This is Red Sky. Let's now take a look at some signature sounds. Now, signature sounds, if you're doing trailer music or modern hybrid scoring, are these kinds of really interesting, quite unique sounds that shape a piece, that really give it a sonic signature to a piece, a bit like a fingerprint, gives it a kind of unique perspective and sound. So let's take a look at a few of these. And as always, you can change these using any of the options in the FX tab or the main tab if you want to add a bit of your own kind of customized effects to them. Let's take a look at this first one. And again, these are mapped across the range. Let's go to the drop down and take a look at something else. Let's have a look at Ages of Power. Let's just do a quick little sort of change to this with the FX. Let's put some compression and distortion on. Let's really compress this quite a lot. Put the ratio up quite a bit here. Let's put the distortion up fairly high. Here we are now with the aggressive shorts. So these are kind of short, interesting little effects. They can be used as transitions or just as interesting sound design in your pieces. Again, mapped across the range, completely customizable with the FX and main controls. And also we have a range of different ones to choose from. So let's start with Shadows of the Unknown. Let's take a look at Mist. So just really interesting, sometimes quite simple sounds, but you could use them to really build pieces or connect pieces together in your music and just create more sonic signatures, more interesting hybrid sound design. Let's take a look at a couple more. Let's take a look at Raven. Just take that distortion off. So again, you can see depending on where in the range you're playing, they actually change quite a bit. So you have some really interesting options across the different octaves. Let's just take a little look at one or two more. Let's take a look at After the Ashes. Here's some soft shorts. Now the same kind of approach, but as the name suggests, these are a bit softer, a little bit more muted and understated. Let's take a look what else we got here. So we have Echoes of Emptiness. I'm going to put a lot of reverb and delay on these and really just wash them out, see what kind of interesting sounds we get. Let's take a look at some more. Let's have a little look at Synaptic Dream. And let's just take the processing off here, see what we get as the raw sound. Nice. Let's take a look at one more. Let's do Celestial Rift. Yeah, so a wide number of uses for this kind of stuff. Just a ton of really interesting sound design that you can pepper into your compositions, make them unique. And again, you can mangle these up with the FX and the main controls just to make them unique to yourself. Finally, let's take a look at one of my highlights of this new update. These are the throat singing patches. Now we have a whole bunch of different patches here, as you can see. And again, these can all be changed using the FX and main controls. And these are just great, wonderful for adding these really dark and ethereal kind of textures. Let me play a few of these. There's so much character in these. Again, these are mapped across the range, so you can use them in different keys. Let's take a look at a few more here. There's loads of really good ones. Let's look at Frozen Bog. So these would be great as sort of drones or composition starters, or if you just have a sort of breakdown in your music and you want some really interesting textural stuff, there's a lot to choose from here. Let's take a look at Ancient Calling. Maybe let's just add some interesting sounds here. Let's just put a little bit of distortion, maybe not too much. Let's put a bit of delay, maybe a bit of phaser as well, but again, not too much. Add some reverb. So yeah, these are great. They're long, they're involving, they're instant inspiration, and great to use in your tracks. Let's take a look at one or two more. Let's just take a look at Sunken Ruins, and we'll take some of these effects off so that we can hear the raw sound. Nice, there's so much drama to these. Finally, let's just take a look at Into the Depths. So that's the new Jaeger update. Featuring a host of new percussion and sound design perfect for hybrid orchestral composing, this update elevates Jaeger to the next level, making it the all-in-one library for modern scoring. Thanks for watching and look forward to seeing you in the next one.